Team that feels like they should never be swept in a season series by anyone, but especially when it's one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Here's Prez. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. From behind the arc, he buries it from 3. Prez has got 11.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo.
Miami leading by 11. Mitchell out there with Mobley. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Mitchell, a screen on Lowry. Here's Barrett. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3. Miami has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Prez. 14 points for him. Buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Brunson. The rebound by Lowry.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Prez. And again, Miami with a triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Brunson. Free throw line jumper. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jaquez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Prez. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Suns trail by 21. Brunson passes to Mitchell. Outside Barrett. A shot to stop the run. They get the rebound. Out to Garland. The 3 is up. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Garland's got 9 points.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
Prez, that's good. And the Heat lead by 20.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Outside Barrett. From deep, Mobley. Prez grabs the board. The Heat have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Count the basket. Prez has got 27 points.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Williamson's checked in for Mitchell. Ryan comes in for Mobley. Bane, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Westbrook in for Garland. Williams is checked in for Miami. Thomas comes in for Davis. Here's Williamson. Off with the layup. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Back to Westbrook. Oh, Williams with the block. Here's Thomas. Again, the Heat score. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Miami.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else, going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Prez in their last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He picked up 54 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Williamson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Yeah, hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second one.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Prez, the pass to Jaquez. Three-pointer. And it's Prez missing. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Williamson. And here's Garland. Connects from downtown. Garland's got 12 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's Miami. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome, everybody. You have certain players that live and die by the three. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Kenny can.
And next up, we have the award winners, our Players of the Month in the East and the West. For the West, that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Williams. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Adebayo passes to Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Garland. 12 points for him. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 14.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
Yep, that one's good.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Phoenix calls timeout. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend, watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Who's watching here? Thomas against Westbrook. Adebayo with a steal. And he lobs it up.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Garland to halt the run. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pure from 3-point range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got sucked.
Ah. 32 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Prez. Sinks it from distance. Prez has got 43 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Brunson. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Rebound Miami. And stolen by Brunson. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And so it's Miami showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and fun. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Jalen Brunson, and it's Ryan in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Prez. Nails it from beyond the arc. Prez has got 46.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Mobley on a screen. Barrett against Davis. Barrett can't hit.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Pass to Mobley. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers. And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Back to Brunson. Now here's Westbrook. They need this. Rebounded by Daniels.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Here's Prez. Let's go with a 3. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.